Welcome to the Spiritual Awakening with Shaz podcast, where we unlock the power within and navigate the journey of your self-discovery together. I'm Shaz, your spiritual mentor and life coach, here to help you tap into your inner guidance system and manifest your best life. Whether you're just beginning your spiritual journey or looking to deepen your practice, this podcast offers insights, techniques, and inspiration to elevate your consciousness and transform your reality. Get ready to shine your light and embrace your true potential. Remember, the answers are inside you. Let me be your guide on earth. Welcome to the Spiritual Awakening with Shaz podcast. I'm your host, Shaz. Today we're going to be talking about 2025, the aspects of numerology surrounding it, and the astrology that is coming up for you to be aware of. A universal year 9 is the end of the 9-year cycle, and it's for everyone. So as a collective, we are coming to the end of a big cycle of the last 9 years. It is a time of completion and transformation and rebirth. So it has the ending factor thrown in with it of ending the cycle of what you've been through in the past 9 years, ending different beliefs that you've been carrying, ending careers, relationships, houses, homes, and all those sort of things. And as the collective universal energy, yes, everyone has a personal year and your year may not be a 9, but the universal energy has a bit of a stronger impact because it is collective based on the vibration of the 2025. These years can cause a lot of upheaval. If you are not doing what you need to do, creating your own endings, listening to your intuition, and moving on from things that you no longer want to carry forward for the next 9-year cycle, the disruption will come and the universe will step in and create those endings for you. So part of what I want to share with everyone is to really step in or step back and take a look at your life, what is working for you and what isn't. This is the best time to use the universal energy, the collective vibration, to end old patterns that are no longer worthy of you, serving you, or giving you the best life that you know that you can live. It is also a preparation for the next 9 years. So it's a great time for planning and really ending things that haven't been working in your business, in your career, and planning for the future towards the end of the year. But first you want to get rid of all the debris, or you want to declutter your house, you want to throw out old things that don't matter. It's a really awesome time to get rid of the excess weight. It is one of the years that you can end the cycle of ill health and physical problems if you're ready and willing to move on from them. But you have to put in the inner work. So old patterns and relationships, friendships, family patterns, all of those things are going to come up for you. They're going to be highlighted, and it's how you respond to them and what you choose to do, whether you continue that pattern or you release it and let it go and move into better vibrational frequency with sometimes better people or new habits or new cycles. This can be the renewal and rebirth of many different relationships, especially partnership, where you sit down and you work out what hasn't been working in your relationship, and it can be a really great time to come together to alter the way that you interact with each other. It can heal or expose family dysfunction and create closeness, or it can create big rifts. A lot of separation can happen during this time, but a lot of coming together can also happen. So if things haven't been working, you can transform them to rebirth, to renew them, or you can cut and end them. That is the black and white aspect of it. And it is a very powerful vibration that if you don't do it for yourself, the universe will manifest it for you. So utilize the time and the energy that you have in order to create what you need for yourself, right? We are the creators of our own reality. It's up to you what you choose to do with it, and you can allow the universe to direct it for you, or you can take control, step into the driver's seat, and make the changes that you need for yourself. This is definitely the year to release old patterns. So do the inner work. Get rid of the old habits. Change the way you see things. Do what you need to do for you. And definitely put yourself first and your needs first. Because if you don't, you're going to wear yourself down so that you actually can't put anyone else in front of you. You will end up with much more overwhelm or burnout, a lot of energy misalignment if you're not mastering it well. It is also a perfect time for you to reflect on the last 9 years to see what you've accomplished and what you've changed and how you've grown so that you can do better for the next 9. Because one thing I know for sure from my own personal experience, and that is the way that I perceive all aspects of life, especially through my spiritual journey, is what I've been through. The last 2016 was the last 9 year. It was a massive ending and a massive disruption for me that carried on to 2017 and 18 and 19 because I didn't face it the way that I needed to. Back in 2016, out of nowhere, I got whooping cough. As an adult, who gets that? But it's something that came up. And then if I step back again to the previous 9 year, 2007 was a massive year of destruction for me because I wasn't aware. This is why I want to educate and help you to understand how powerful this vibrational frequency is. In 2007, I miscarried my twins. I lost my car in a massive hailstorm, and my house that I was renting got sold all in the same weekend. And that was in December. Now, go back to February when my nan passed away, and a few months later, I got the hiccups for 10 months. That just didn't disappear. I had them like a hiccup spasm in my body for 24 hours a day. It was the year that I got diagnosed with CPTSD. My life was not in my control. I was not facing my emotions. I was not healing. And therefore, I went straight back into 2008 into a brand new cycle, repeating the same things. So I encourage you to really delve deep, take a look at what's going on around you so that you don't do this for yourself. This is an opportunity for you energetically and emotionally to physically cleanse your life. As I said, if you want to change your body and lose weight, perfect opportunity for it. It will bring you so much ease and flow when you do. Literally, the weight will fall off if you allow yourself to face the emotions, face the reality of what you're doing, and make better choices. It is a great rebirth and renewal to put in new activity. A 9 year, if you actually make like New Year's resolutions, is one of the greater years that you can stick to them because it is one of the most transformational aspects of it. But you have to want to make the true change. You can't play at it. You can't pretend. You have to put in the physical, mental, and emotional effort. So you want to declutter, and declutter not only means decluttering your house and your space and your environment, it means decluttering your mind and your emotions and the troubles and tribulations that you carry on with. We hold on to energy from the past that no longer serves us. Face it. Understand that you've overcome it already. It has already been defeated. So why do you need to carry it with you? Change the thought patterns, instill new affirmations, new beliefs, new values, new aspects of self to understand who you really are. It also highlights the Universal 9 year is a highlight for humanitarianism. So it's a great time to get out in the community and do things for the greater collective of humanity. And you'll see lots of this energetically next year. You will see great progress of people doing more for the community. For all those spiritual people that literally want to leave and go and create their own commune and step off the grid, this is one of the years that it happens a lot. Because you can collectively come together to create new community. You can collectively work together to fix, change, or alter the world around you. It is a very powerful energy that will impact the world based on the actions that you take. So it's up to you. What are you going to do with it? Don't allow the energy to bypass you, and definitely don't stay hidden in the trenches and hold on to stuff that is going to bury you down for another new cycle. There's also going to be a lot of global awakening, And secrets are going to come out, truths are going to be untold, and there's a massive shift of thinking. But it brings about so much unity, compassion, and shared healing. So talk to your friends, even those ones who don't seem like they know what's going on. There are going to be more conversations about the truth, about what's going on in reality. A lot of conspiracy theories will sort of come out, but those conspiracy theories will turn into truth very, very quickly. This is a year of exposure. It is something that you can't keep hidden. If you won't face it for yourself, trust me, the universe will make you do it. Do it for yourself. It is all within you to make it happen. So one of the things that you can do is to reflect on the past, to go and review what have you been through. Most of us, when we review the past, all we look at is all the trauma, all the bad things that happen, or this happened to me, that happened to me, so-and-so did this or that or the other. Okay? All these negative things happen to us. I highlight what happened in the previous 9 years, the universal 9 years, just to show what's happened. I don't look at it from the devastation of what I went through. I look at it of how that altered my life and how it changed moving forward. These were big awakening moments. They were big essences of massive change in my life. And this next year, because of all the work that I've done in this previous 8 years, I am so excited for the new renewal, the rebirth energy, and it will flourish for me. I know it will because of all the work that I've done leading up to it. So getting rid of more things that no longer serve me. I do a lot of journaling and meditation. I do a lot of EFT and emotional and spiritual healing. That is why I created my Shine with Shaz program. I know that it works. I know clearing the past, understanding who you are, finding appreciation and acceptance of all that is within you, and manifesting and creating, standing in your power, changes lives. This is my goal in life, and that is the most that I'm going to make of this next coming year. So you ask yourself, what cycles are you ready to release? Because you're the only one that can. If life's working out perfectly for you, use it as that empowered transformation to turn around and plan forward of this is what you're going to do, this is how you're going to show up and be that. But if it's not working for you, what cycles and patterns, behaviors, or problems do you no longer want to take forward with you? Because now's the time to release them. Otherwise, you're going to carry them for another 9-year cycle. That's 10 years of the same stuff you're going through now. Is that the life that you want to live? It is going to be 1 year of massive collective, and you'll notice this even in celebrities and famous people all over the world, of letting go of toxic relationships. And the ironic part is when they let go of toxic relationships, it all comes out. They will talk about what's really going on behind closed doors. You will see the impact of what's happening in them because they no longer can be hidden. It takes time to lead up to it, but the exposure will be there. Expect so many untruths uncovered and exposed. Go and look at the historical facts of it and see what exposures happened throughout those years. It's much different and more powerful than people even realize. It is also a very special time where you must highlight and prioritize your self-care. You need to become the most important person in your life, and you need to teach your family members, that's your partners, your children, your brothers and sisters, your mothers and fathers, to prioritize themselves too. As this energy of transformation, rebirth, and renewal, in order to go through a rebirth, you first have to have the death of the old. Unfortunately, I believe this is a year where people will leave the planet and die more if they don't make the change. Things will be highlighted for you to shift through, and if you don't, there will be more endings, and that is definitely not what we want to create. It is also a massive year to be of service to others through small acts of kindness or big acts or larger contributions that align with the humanitarian energy of 2025 or the universal nine. You want to step up and be a part of that community, collaborate, bring big things together, organize massive events, do things that are going to impact humanity. It is the best time for it. One of the other things and factors that I want to highlight for you is there are some massive planetary changes coming up in 2025. So Pluto moves into Aquarius into January, and that's a time of transformation in society, and it actually stays there until March 2043. So it's about collective consciousness and technology. It is going to be pushing for changing structures and communities. It's a collective power. You're going to have breakthroughs in innovation and humanitarianism and a deeper desire to break free from oppressive systems. There will be massive changes in government in the next year, all over, and a lot of unexpected surprises, but they're all going to be for the greater collective. Things can't stay the same. They have to change through the universal U9. One of the things that you want to do, utilize the Pluto energy especially, is to embrace group energy and bring things that cause you to be inspired to the surface and collaborate together. Find the people that are just like you and work in a community collective to create massive change. You're going to see lots, especially if you're in the online space, you're going to see lots of communities get together to do big events that have massive amounts of people there for everyone's growth and well-being. You're going to see lots of pockets of people and vibrational changes, energy work, and massive, massive healing. Okay, Saturn moves into Pisces into March to May, between March 2023 and May 2025. So it's already in Pisces, but as it wraps up the journey, because it changes from May and it will move forward, the focus is clearing your emotional wounds. So utilize the Saturn energy, utilize that power to clear the emotional wounds, get into deeper spiritual practices, really create structures in areas of your life that lack them. This powerful change for the first 5 months of the year is going to give you the emphasis and the upliftment that you need. Okay? Commit to your inner healing and spiritual growth. Ground your dreams and intuitions into reality through practice steps and reflections. Make the most of what you have. You've probably seen a lot of this already because it's been there since March 2023, but it gets stronger as we wrap up the energy. More people are going to awaken. More people are going to want to know how to put into practice the different spiritual aspects of life. It is exactly the reason why I created my January program that I've got coming up of 31 days of spirituality. I'm going to show you all the different ways I use spirituality in my life. I don't do everything every single day. Depending on the day, the cycle of the moon, what's going on, what emotions come up, I have different tools, techniques, and processes that I work through. I'm going to share with you the different practices that I use, when I use EFT or when I don't, when I use affirmations or mirror work or shadow work, journaling, all of those different things. As you can see behind me, I have all my different journals that I use. I have healing tools when I heal compared to when I focus on the growth or the connection. All the different aspects I'm starting in January for those who want to come on board. It is a powerful time to utilize the vibration as it's there. One thing about change, if you do nothing, you will stay where you are. And the universal 9 year is not a year to do nothing. You want to hit the ground running, clear all the old crap, declutter, throw it out. Because once you make space, the universe can bring you everything that you want. But if you're cluttered with crap in your head and emotional overload, it doesn't want to make it worse. So you need to get rid of what you don't want in order to receive what you do want. One of the big points of change is in April 2025, there's also a solar eclipse in Aries. And that's a really powerful time to step into bold new beginnings. So if you're wanting to create, say, a new job, a new career, a new business, a new relationship, or a bold new project, that's the time to step into it. Use that energy to highlight your confidence, leadership, and independence. You're going to watch people shine when April comes around. You're going to see so much more depth than you've ever seen before. You're going to notice the change in people because the vibrational frequency and the combination of it all is going to uplift us to make that change visible and conscious to all. In October 2025, there's also a lunar eclipse in Pisces. Now, that's about releasing emotions and spiritual illumination, letting go of lingering emotional wounds, and embracing your intuitive wisdom. So that's a time where you really want to get into the intuition and find out what's going on for you, what to do, let go of what no longer serves you. Use the moon energy to do your release work with the full moon. Plant seeds of intention under the new moon for what you want and during this. So your intentions you would plan under the solar eclipse, and the lunar eclipse is where you release and let things go. Use the power. Make the most of what the universe is giving us to create the change that you desire. With the old patterns in your relationships and family dynamics, these will come to a head. And as they come to a head, one of the things that you're going to get caught in the give and take of is during the universal year 9, I know from personal experience of my life and other people that I've worked with, you gain a backbone, right? You are going to not take stuff that's thrown at you. And this is why a lot of things will end. If you don't already have boundaries and you're people pleasing and you're stuck in overwhelm, doing everything for everybody else, putting your needs last, you're going to find that when people push your buttons and trigger you or do what they do that upset you, you're going to react very differently because you won't stand for it anymore. The energy and vibrational frequency, one, won't allow you, and two, this inner rising of self. And life is literally a game that survival of the fittest, okay? And the strongest sort of evolve and win, and those that take action create the biggest change and the biggest magic and the biggest success in life. But throughout it, when the wrong thing is done to you, we all reach that breaking point. And unfortunately, the universal year 9 bring a lot of people to rock bottom because some people have to hit the lowest of lows before they can experience the higher highs. Don't allow that to happen. Take control and use what you have to work through what's going on for you so you can be better. Otherwise, the losses are great. If you're not happy in your relationships, end it before it gets to the point where it blows up and becomes things that you don't want to see. You have to take control. You're the only one that can. And it all has to be about you. What do you need first? What is working for you? What is not working for you? If it's not working for you, release it. If you don't want it anymore, move away from it. This next year, people are going to move, and they're massive moves. They're not like moving short suburbs. This is years where people move interstate, overseas, and change their whole location for vibrational frequency and to get away from things that don't matter. As I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to be surprised in any way, shape, or form to see lots of little spiritual communes being set up. They've probably been working on it before, but they're going to open and they're going to have these beautiful places where you can move to and get away from the whole universal energy. There's going to be a lot more people going off the grid to detox and cleanse both their body and their mind and their physical environment. And this is also a year to do the emotional work and the spiritual and the understanding to heal all the different energy bodies. doing the inner work is going to get the greatest success that you need to recover from your physical ailments rather than just taking a pill or doing a treatment or having a quick fix. There is no quick fix in this. You have to do the inner work. You have to dig deep, get to the root cause, and choose what you want instead. Always remember you already defeated it. It can't hurt you anymore. It's only hurting you by holding on to it. So let it go. Okay? So one of the things that you want to do is connect deeply on a spiritual basis every day with your higher self. Start communicating with what your soul needs because it helps you steer your life. And if you won't communicate with it and listen to the lessons that it wants to help you through and help you make the best decisions for your life moving forward, it will make them for you. It will put things in your path that you necessarily don't want, right? At the end of my 2007 year, because I hadn't cleared all the stuff, when I went into 2008, I injured my neck. And it meant that I couldn't move my head 5 degrees for 5 years. This is not something I want anyone to carry over. Work on what you need to work on. All of my problems back in 2007 were relating to my relationship with my mother. And I couldn't face it because I didn't even fully understand it at the time. And I was still young and not fully aware as I am now. But during that time, I hid from my problems. And it created physiology in my body that ended up having spasms 24 hours a day. And that led to the fibroid that I had, causing me to miscarry my children, the one thing I desperately desired in life. I thought I was going to get everything I wanted, and that's not the way it turned out. And I still didn't deal with it. So I created more trauma and more problems. There were signs there, I just wasn't listening. My higher self wanted to direct me to work through this, to heal this, to discover that my past didn't need to control my present and definitely my future. But I didn't listen. My only goal in life is to help other people not go through similar. Physically, you're going to have the feeling or need to detox both your physical environment and your body. So lots of cleansing foods and water, utilizing good quality supplements if you need them, rather than off-the-shelf pills that are full of chemicals. A lot of people are going to change their diet next year, trust me. They're going to go back to a lot more natural food, so much less processed food, and really put good quality things into their body. So if you feel the need to do a water cleanse or a detox or a diet or go keto, whatever you need to do for your body, I know I'm working on mine. I love doing water cleanses nowadays. When I first got told about it a few years ago, I couldn't think of anything worse. I've actually done 3 or 4 that last 24 to 48 hours. And my body feels better for it. And my skin certainly looks better for it. Okay? Part of the symbolic act is to let go of physical clutter. If you haven't used it in the last, especially 9 years, just get rid of it. It's one of the processes that I'm going through. I've cleaned out a lot of stuff from my wardrobe. I have my garage that I'm going through. Anything that is not being used or has no value, unless it's totally sentimental, will be released because I need to make space to receive what I really want. Because we can't be overburdened and overloaded. The universe won't allow it. There is also going to be time for you to work on your mental aspects in life. There's going to be so much more clarity through reflection and introspection. This is a year where you are going to change your perception and really understand the old-fashioned adage of there's the 3 sides to a story, your side, my side, and the truth. You're going to see perspective of them and understand what they've been through based on what you've done. And you'll understand what you've been through based on what they've done. But the truth aspect is what you gained from it, how you grew, what you learned, and how it made you who you are today. Because who you are today is the important factor in life. There is nothing more important than you. So delve deep in your journal and understand who you are. You will also let go of limiting beliefs. Okay, if you're not having great flow of finances, work out what money blocks you've got. Release the beliefs. They will release with ease, and you will instill new patterns and new understanding of what your money story is. The same with your relationships, your career, your love life, your personal development. All of these areas we have limiting beliefs or problems where we hold ourselves back from our greatness. Change our thought patterns. Beliefs are usually instilled by what our parents thought or what the community showed us. It doesn't have to be that way. You get to choose what you want. Emotionally, you will release past events and the endings of things that are no longer serving you. I can already see online a lot of the patterns of, especially in a lot of the mums groups and women groups that I'm in, this relationship isn't working. What should I do? Should I stay or should I go? Trust me, go. If it's not working for you, make the choice to go before the world implodes. Okay, if you don't make the choice, the universe will make it for you. The few times I didn't make the choice and the universe did it for me, injury, pain, mayhem, loss, grief, this is the way the universe does it. Make the choice, you get ease, flow, clarity, upliftment, peace, tranquility. You choose. No one can do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. There's also going to be a whole sense of relief as the burdens are lifted. This weightlessness feeling of knowing that you're free. Embrace that. Utilize it for what you want to do. But please make sure you reflect and review what's going on. Journal. Ask what patterns and habits are you ready to release, and review the lessons over the last 9 years. It's up to you to do what you need to do. Set powerful intentions for the next cycle. Choose who you are, what you need, what's going on. It's in your power to do so. Some of the practices you may want to get very clear on during 2025 is doing some rituals for letting go, burning letters, releasing energy, cutting all your cords, calling your energy back, clearing forgiveness work, practicing Ho'oponopono, getting energy clearing, doing the inner work to let go of what you no longer need. You can use meditations, hypnosis, binaural beats, any toning, anything like that that's going to help you elevate your vibration, let go of the old to welcome into the new. You have to create space for what you want. If you don't like what you have now, take out all the old stuff so that you can receive all the good. As you move towards the end of the year next year, that's when you want to start setting your intentions and focus on what you want to carry forward for 2026. Review what you've done already, what you've released, and really focus on what it is you want to do for the next 9-year cycle. As I said, make the most of the opportunity to plant the seeds and nurture the garden right now so that you can go into the new phase full of growth and harvesting what you've planted already to create the life that you really desire. This is one of the best opportunities that we have for this whole renewal and the lifestyle change. Depending on where you're at in life, are you looking for renewing and rebirthing for the start of a family? Are you one of those parents going through the stage of where their children are grown and they're leaving the nest? Are you looking for retirement? What is it that you want to create moving forward that is going to give you the best life opportunity that's within your power? It is also an area where you definitely want to shift your perspective. Too many people are sitting into the perspective of life happens to me. And in a universal 9-year, you can fall into that pattern because stuff's going to come up. If you don't take control and allow it to flow through you, it will happen to you. But it doesn't have to. It's always in your power to do what you need to do for you. Control how your relationships are going, how your work is going, the people surrounding you, what you feed into your mind, what you allow into your vibration, how people treat you, how you treat other people, what you think about on a daily basis, how you fulfill your soul. All of these can contribute to you creating this beautiful rebirth and renewal that you deserve. Endings are there to pave way for new opportunities. It's up to you what you do with them. If you don't have the ending, you can't really step into the new frequency or the new vibration. Celebrate the cycles of life. Look at the personal cycle that you're in. Go look at your own age and what cycle that goes into. I'm feeling really blessed next year because I'm turning 52, which is a 7 cycle for me as well in age. And my personal year next year is a 6, which is all about family, celebration, collaboration. It's all the beautiful I've done. This year was my personal year 5, which is all my transformation. And let me tell you, I have been through a massive transformation this year. That is why I'm so excited for this year. I've done the work that's needed for it. And it's also been really abundant for me, and I'm very blessed in that way. I'm using this ending cycle to end old patterns of money beliefs, of scarcity, of negativity, and stepping into the power of the true conscious creator that I know myself to be. So 2025 will be a year of reflection, of completion, of letting go in preparation for the new 9-year cycle. Things are going to come up for you. Endings will happen one way or another. It's up to you whether it's by your own choice and you allow it to happen through you, through your own creation, your thought processes, your beliefs, your values, your actions, or whether you sit back and you let it happen to you. Nobody deserves to let life happen to them. Be the conscious creator you know you are. Be the driver of your own life. Really listen to your soul. Pay attention to your higher self. It is always communicating with you. Open your journal and ask yourself, what do you really want from life? What is no longer serving you? How can you utilize the vibrational frequency and the gift that life is giving you and make the most of it? Shift that perspective and the whole world around you changes. It's really up to you. So please reflect on your own journey. Share how it plays out for you. I'd love to hear any feedback of previous 9 cycle lives. I did a review with my membership group of all the 9 cycles in my life. And I hate to tell you, so far they've all sucked really bad. And I'm definitely, no way am I going through that again, because I choose how I react. I choose how I respond, and I stand with power to create. This is the most magical opportunity for me because I know I've done all the work in this cycle that is going to pay off. So I know it's the end to all the crap that I've been through in life, and I'm ready to embrace what's to come. If you are stuck and you can't find the way forward, please check out my Shine with Shaz program. It is a powerful 13-week program where I take you through how to do all the releasing, get in contact with your inner child, heal the past, understand your shadow, find out who you are. If you don't know whether you should do a program or really get to know yourself, answer me the question of who am I? It's the first question I ask in my program, and practically everyone that comes into it has no idea. And no, you're not a mother, and you're not your career. You're not the label you put on yourself. Who are you at your core? Okay, I am a spiritual being who loves life, consciously creates everything around me, is here to serve humanity in whatever way I can, and shows up for myself. I am the most important priority in my life. I do things because I want to, I choose to, not out of obligation, because I desire to do that. I craft my life the way I need it to be, and everything flows to me in amazing synchronicity. I love it. I am happier, healthier, and more vibrant than I've ever been. And this is why I'm taking this opportunity to share with you all. Don't allow it to happen to you. Life processes through us, through our creation, through our thoughts, through our actions. through what we think about, what we say, what we speak into existence, how we show up energetically, who we are, our interactions with other people. It's up to you what you choose to do with it. It is definitely within your power to do so. So please reach out. I'd love any feedback. I thank you all for listening from the bottom of my heart. I hope this episode is going to help you navigate what's coming ahead. If you navigate it right and you steer it right through the control of your own actions, your decisions, and you make the most of it, it's a fantastic year of renewal and rebirth. But if you sit back and just allow things to come at you, beware of the consequences of what can come. Everything in life is up to you, the choices you make each and every day. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to hearing from you. Until next time. Thanks for listening to the Spiritual Awakening with Shaz podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below so you don't miss an episode. You can also follow us on Facebook with the links below. Until next time, trust your intuition and let your spirit soar.